Welcome to our deep dive, everyone. All right, get ready for another deep dive. This week's V86 is going to be a wild one. We've got some serious potential upsets and hidden advantages lurking in these races.
Absolutely.
So let's jump right into it. V86 won at Åby. We've got Global Futurity undefeated in 3 starts. Looks like a sure thing, right? But there's a catch.
Right. An undefeated record is impressive, but it doesn't tell the whole story. We have to look at the dynamics of this race. Consider Galaxy Love and Nevermind River, strong contenders on their own. But get this, they share the same trainer, Christopher Erickson.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, having 2 horses gives Erickson a tactical edge. Imagine he can control the pace, maybe even set up one of his horses for the win, and disrupt Global Futurity's perfect record.
It's like having a teammate out on the track. Teamwork makes the dream work. Speaking of teamwork, let's move on to V86-2 at Solvalla. Ogden Boko on a 6-race winning streak. Looks unstoppable, but starting from post position 11.
And that's a tough spot at Solvalla, especially with Ogden Boko's running style. Post 11 means a challenging first turn. They could burn a lot of energy early on, might even leave them vulnerable in the final stretch.
So a winning streak could actually be a liability. That's a fascinating twist. Plus, we got to factor in Killer Journey. Consistently strong and the love to grab an early lead. Could be a real spoiler here.
Absolutely. And a fast-paced race would play right into Killer Journey's strengths. You know what? We might just get that fast pace in V86 too.
How so?
Several other horses in this race also have good early speed. They could push each other, burn themselves out, and then bam, a closer like Who's the Winner or Anacott Steele swoops in for the win.
So even if you're a believer in Ogden Boko, it might be smart to hedge your bets, look at some alternatives. See, this is what I love about V86. It's not always about the obvious choice.
Now, V86-3 at Åby. This is where things get really interesting. Wide open race, lots of contenders, but one stands out, Florio IT returning after castration and layoff. Now, we also have Unicon, definitely a serious contender in V86-3. Incredibly versatile, can adapt to different racing positions, lead the pack, or come from behind. They're always a threat.
All right, V86-4 at Solvalla. Another potential upset brewing. Ferox Brick coming off a comeback victory. And Money Matters, who could have been a tough competitor, is scratched. Looks good for Ferox Brick,
But you got to watch out for Feder Tier. Amazing closing speed. If the pace is right, they could be right there, challenging for the lead. And then there's Parker. Talented, but returning from a long layoff. A bit of a wild card. Could surprise if they shake off the rust.
It's a balancing act, right? Do you bet on the horse in top form? Or take a chance on someone unpredictable but talented? So many decisions.
Now back to Åby for V86-5. This race screams upset potential. Elway Jolie, incredibly talented but inconsistent. Known for breaking stride, but there's an equipment change. It could make all the difference.
Wait, breaking stride? Is that bad?
Yeah, breaking stride or galloping, it can really throw off a race. But Elway Jolie is switching to open-toe shoes.
It's amazing how these little adjustments can have such a big impact.
Absolutely. And we also have Jollywood. High potential there if they hit their stride. Captain Kronos and Howieton's WF, also solid chances. It's going to be a close one.
Okay, V86-6 at Solvalla. Classic scenario. A horse stepping up in class. Cameron Hills. Impressive winning percentage, but can they maintain that against tougher competition?
That's the big question. Cuba Libre Jet is a real threat here, especially if the pace is right. They're a closer, strong finishing kick, could capitalize on any early fatigue from the frontrunners.
Lying in wait, ready to pounce. And don't forget about Maserati Hall, Starro Royal Mark, and Ecstasy, all capable of making this race a nail-biter.
This is a tough one. Weighing the potential of a rising star against experience, proven ability, it's what makes V86 so exciting.
Buckle up, folks. V86-7 at Åby. Short distance, standing start, and a bunch of horses with early speed. This could get chaotic.
Absolutely. And this chaotic start could benefit a horse coming from off the pace, like Norris. They've been in great form. Plus, they perform well with shoes on. And while horses like Perfect and Crizzy might be strong early, that reliance on speed could backfire in a fast-paced race. Stamina and strategy, that's what we're looking for here.
And strategy is key as we head into our final race of our deep dive. V86-8 at Solvalla. Going cash, strong horse, recent comeback win, but
they need a controlled pace to really shine. If it's a mad dash from the start, their energy might not hold up.
So it's not just raw power, it's knowing how to use it. And then we have Nefty's Boko. Fast starter, strong finish. could throw a wrench into Going Cash's plans.
Oh, absolutely. Nefty's Boko is a wild card. They can disrupt the pace, cause chaos, and potentially set themselves up for the win. And let's not forget about My Honky Tonk Man and Spike MM. They could add to the excitement in this final leg of the V86.
It's all about understanding each horse's style, their preferred pace. Not just talent, but when and how they use it.
Making smart bets and hopefully winning big.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, any final words of wisdom for our listeners?
Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Go beyond the favorites. Really dig into the details of each race. Look for those subtle things that others might miss. That's where you'll find the keys to a winning combination.
And remember, it's horse racing. Anything can happen. Embrace the excitement, enjoy the ride, and good luck with your bets.
Happy betting, everyone!